As much as I want to believe in Necrid, I am going to guess that this is going to be a 3-0 in favor of William.
Oh, no, there's no way.
I think Necrid could maybe take one.
I think he
possibly,
could, yeah,
but...
I think he could take one. If I were a betting person, if I had to put money on this, I would not say that Necrid's going to take a game.
I'd say it's more likely it's going to be a 3-0, but...
We shall see.
I think Necrid could take a game.
I will say, I think Necrid has been better this year than I think I've ever encountered him.
That was an aerial.
Well, yeah, I don't know if that was a read from William or they just both ended up in the same spot. If it was a read, it was a dangerous read because Necrid could have won that interaction just as easily.
I don't think it's a read so much as he just kind of decided to go there and then Necrid aerialed. And missed and Will punished it. I generally don't like maul aerialize something to hit people who are on the ground. Oh, very close interaction. The timing there was just barely off.
Yeah. I wonder if Necrid's still gonna maintain, like, just how good he is at spacing against William, or if William's gonna be the one to finally, like, crack his shell.
Hard to say. I think that there's a lot of unique dynamics that happen as well when you're facing, like, the top player.
William's just taking a stroll through Mos Eisley.
This is a mind game. He's...
Yeah, I need this right now.
I mean, obviously they both know that Will knows where Necrid is. This is just, like, purely Will messing with Necrid to try to get in his head.
Yeah, he's trying to...
Sometimes I'll do the same thing, too. Like, I'll just, I think it's totally not unreasonable to just, like, abandon all pretense of proper play and just do these, like, small walking motions instead of, like, any dashing. And it works pretty well for me sometimes against some people. And especially Necrid. Necrid likes to be taken seriously and have, like, the conventional flow of play.
Yes, he very much does. I recall a certain trial that indicated that very well.
I don't know, I think this is really smart from Will. But also worth noting in my recent matches against Necrid, he's gotten very comfortable in just the nothingness between interactions. That's like the biggest growth from Necrid in the past several years.
Yeah, we got two guys staring at each other.
Will's just gonna go straight in at some point here. Oh, or not.
Wait for Necrid to get impatient.
He cracked.
Funnily enough, a circle know what'll work there. Which I'm surprised he didn't go for, to be honest.
I know, like I
Necrid
said,
loves those.
Like I said, he cracked.
Oh, that was a bad aerial.
Now, if he picks Ayla again, do you think we'll see a Grievous?
Oh no, what I imagine will happen is that William in these kind of more challenging matches is going to take people to Arena and pick Grievous.
You think Will's gonna take Grievous?
Yes.
Oh my
wow.
god.
Aerial out of nowhere.
Quite fast. Gotta be prepared.
Necrid was just taking in the slow pace and dying.
I mean, Quick's put it best to me yesterday. He's like, I have absolutely no reason not to jump up to one of the tall buildings between after I kill somebody.
That is true. Oh,
I got sucked in by the riposte. Alright. So, what do we need to see better from Necrid? Let's see.
A little bit more...
Safer approaches.
Safer approaches, a little bit more dynamic pressure around William.
Got him.
And then, right, he has to be a little bit more reactive to stuff like that. Like, he needs to be in a more mobile position where he's going to be able to respond to the aggression of William when it is present.
Yeah, usually, I noticed that Necrid's usually a bit more, active.
Oh, speaking of which.
Nice.
I meant, like, passively active, but that works too.
I guess I actually really My style in this is very much to play like a passive Maul. I guess I
needs to up his awareness, I think.
I am with 2 Maul mains, so I'm wondering, like, how do you generally approach the matchup against Ayla?
Depends on who I'm fighting. This has been a matchup that I've despised for a while when I'm fighting anyone except for Voidus, because for some reason, like, his Ayla beats a lot of other Mauls, but I'm fine against him with Maul, and then against every other Ayla, I just eat riposte over and over again.
This match is...
the way I deal with it is usually I like try to bait out options from the Ayla and go for punishes, but it's rough when they cover with riposte sometimes, so...
so Necrid is going to pick probably City. Oh, he wants to stay here? Okay.
Will William stay Ayla? He will.
He will.
Interesting. Vader?
Now
he's gonna stay Maul.
Oh, my goodness!
I'm not sure this is the best option.
I mean, there's more than just small adjustments that need to happen here.
I feel like when you clearly have a disadvantage, it's good to switch up something just to try something else, but...
There we go.
Alright, well... see how we go. Will Necrid make his adjustments? Like, that's the warm-up game, I've got this. Is what he's saying right now. Let's
yeah, that's pretty much, that is what Necrid is saying. I mean, I think that last round, like what we saw too, is a good sort of...
there we go.
Good spacing there.
It was a good demonstration of the fact that, like, you do not need to only be going with the dash attack approaches with Ayla, right? Ayla has other resources, defensive options that people just don't use, frankly. William, you know, I've spoken to Xorath a lot about this. I think most people just play Ayla wrong. And I think Will is showing what a more well-rounded and defensive Ayla can do.
And CD characters in general have every right to play defensively. A lot of people just don't, which fascinates me.
That's just a classic situation. I think if you're in a that's happened like a couple interactions here. I like to see Necrid bait the backslash, which in many ways is easier to punish than riposte itself.
Absolutely.
I guess it also does make sense for Necrid to pick East. This is the area he's most familiar with, and you kind of would expect William to be more prepared on any other section than you are here. Maybe I'm wrong, though.
Really? Arena? Just stay at the bottom.
Yeah, I mean, Arena is the great equalizer, right? It doesn't matter how prepared you are for the map, you could just play in such a way that... Like, there's like 3 ramps I can think of in Arena.
Yeah.
All of them very conditional.
I've made a great use of Arena this tournament.
Yeah.
I mean, we're already seeing good adaptation from Necrid here. It's 8-8.
Absolutely.
He's keeping it even now.
Keeping pressure, staying close.
Yeah, the staying close is a big part of it. Being able to immediately respond and punish one of those situations. I frankly feel
immediately panicked.
Yeah. I frankly feel in this matchup, and correct me if I'm wrong, you Maul mains, but I say it with disdain. But there's practically no function for combo at all in this matchup, practically ever. Like
yeah, yeah, it's generally just a bad option because of CD.
The only thing I can see C1 being useful for is if an Ayla is like comboing and you can hit him with a back C1, but it's safer than backslash, of course, but it's also weaker, so pick your poison. Pick your tool. A full combo? No.
I think Necrid also kind of falls into one of the same mental traps. Yep, there it is. I know he likes to do that. I was like, where's the attack? I think Necrid falls into one of the same mental traps I do, where it's like, okay, this game's over, I'm gonna like do all my adaptation next game, which in a tournament setting like this is actually not a terrible idea, because you're sort of coasting, and when it matters, you whip out your adaptation in the next game, where the points are actually more relevant. Like it's not just a isolated best or a first to 10 where you need to adapt immediately. In many ways, it actually might be better to hold on to that adaptation if it's clear you're going to lose that game. Like, when it's 2 to 8, and Will is almost guaranteed to win, like, you'd have to have an insane comeback, like, maybe you do just let him win that game.
Yeah, don't let him
I mean, that was
your
kind of my
adaptations until it matters.
mindset for my first match against Deegan. Where I kind of, towards the end of the match, I was like, okay, what's my strategy going into my next set? Because I'm probably not going to win this one.
I like the fake
turn it around.
What kind of baits do both of you use in this matchup to approach someone who's defensive like Will?
Jesus. I usually just give CD, and I invade space a lot. And that's about it. I try to force them to hit me. Like,
yeah.
Like, you know your win condition, come have it.
Some good spacing from Will there, around the backslash.
Yeah, we're seeing the legendary adaptation here, but, you know, we have, like, the think tank here for Sith Academy, so if you give, like, one piece of advice to Necrid in this matchup to adapt from what he's doing now, what do you think it'd be?
Let's see here, I gotta watch more closely, because, I mean, kind of let Necrid play his game here, he knows what he's doing. Especially in this game. He could take more resets. He doesn't have to go in. It looks like he's going in because he feels like he has to sometimes.
Yeah, playing more patiently could definitely help. That was something I noticed, like in my first match against the Queers or whatever. I was playing not very patiently at the start, and then that helped me later once I realized that. But
there's a little bit of, I would say, like unintentional, or not unintentional, but not intentional ramping, where like he is ramping without a purpose in some situations, and William has caught him, I think, twice in that circumstance. That's not necessarily the biggest change I'd make, but just to add to what both of you said. There you go.
Yeah.
There we go, he baited out the backslash.
And not only that, he wrapped around. That's a big thing, like, when I train Mauls to punish Aylas. It's all about what angle you approach from as well. And the timing.
Ayla is such a gross unit to fight.
She's annoyingly challenging to punish, I would say, is the big thing. Otherwise, there's not really that much about her that... I mean, there is, but... that is the big annoying thing, I feel.
Well, what other win conditions do you see them all having here besides counterpunch?
Against a defensive player like William, who is incorporating more of the C1 null situation, there is a space for backslash, as it's like a counter, or a circle null. It's unlikely, and you really want to use it sparingly, but it is very much a win condition you can opt for.
Yeah, I'll give you that, that's fair.
Furthermore, actually, if you have really good circle null, this isn't quite circle null, but just a backslash punish, that's actually something really good to go for if you're worried about riposte.
I don't know about that. Riposte is still rough. I feel like you're just as likely to get hit no matter what you do. If you're like running into riposte, you're running into riposte.
Now there's 3 matches, at least.
Imagine reading the rule set. I'll make an announcement that that's the case. This is the... He's gonna go Ayla again. No reason not to. Unless he feels that Necrid's adaptation is starting to catch him. Nope. I like the confidence.
feel like we're seeing some stubbornness here
Same
on
matchup.
Necrid's part. And I'm not sure it's really benefiting him.
All right, let's hope Necrid got his blueberry muffin.
I don't think so. Alright, we're ready to dive into the next one. So far, my prediction's looking the most likely.
I don't want to hear it.
He's definitely gotten closer each time, but... You know, we saw two wildly different styles from game 1 to 2. I think game 2 was really Necrid's adaptation, other than playing a little bit more safely and incorporating some punishes that consider William's mix-ups. I don't see him necessarily making a lot of growth in this matchup at this point.
That was a really good mix-up right there already. Like, I would have dash attacked if I were William, but he got a little bit of extra range from his C1, which got Necrid, and I don't think his dash attack would have connected. Oh. Ye old double backslash.
Cornered there.
I could be wrong.
Well, it looked like he thought he had William cornered, but
It's
like that thing when you're a CD unit and you have CD and then you lose it immediately by attacking.
Alright, well there's the room for combo. I said that it's rare, not necessarily never.
Yeah. Guess like using it to deny like ramps and jumps. But even then it's
Combo
still
is the way to
risky.
beat William.
Camp on top of a bubble in combo? Probably not.
Try to get aerial spammed.
Yeah.
Not sure what Necrid's plan is there.
Necrid's gonna claim lag. Alright.
Using
Oh
my
my.
strat. I like it.
That is now the Strax. It's been dubbed here first, folks.
Actually, no, a long time ago, I think me and Void said, oh, I just got Straxed when that would happen.
I do recall. Looks like Necrid's done with this.
Yeah, again, just a lot more responsiveness to Will. I think at the end of the second game, we saw a loss in really keeping an eye on what Will is doing.
Yeah, there's a huge mental thing. Like, you really gotta know the rules coming in because,
Yeah.
once you
Necrid thought
once
it
you
was
think
over.
once you think you're done, like you're done. It's hard to get back into the, oh, I still have a chance
Yeah.
mindset unless you like really, really want it.
There's a very real strategic advantage to knowing the rule set.
Besides knowing what's legal, so you don't lose points.
I mean, a lot of that's convention, but
Yeah, just preparing yourself mentally for
Yeah.
the game, like structure. Oh my god, William's
Oh.
camera there.
Yeah, he's pulling out the old Master Blaster, I see.
I don't know if he was aware that Necrid was knocked down. Or if he
That's what
lagged.
he gets for using such a dangerous technique.
The fatigue drawback.
Not even William can contain Master Blaster's power.
Ah, that is the Necrid. No matter what William has as an advantage on the map, oop, that's 8-4. Necrid will always have his moisture evaporators. I'm sure that's actually probably a big mental boon for Necrid right there. He's probably happy about that. He just tanked that hit.
Yeah,
He's either at
probably very low now.
he's either at 200 or at what, 700 math? Yeah.
I mean, not too big a deal. We're getting
It is a big
hit
deal
by
if
an
he's
Ayla.
at oh no.
Oh, lag run.
I think lag
And
run
lag
has been up
run.
there.
It's okay, he still can have this. The reset, that's probably gonna make things hard, but
Yeah,
oh, that's a difficult situation to be in.
that's rough.
But if he's at 200, then Riposte insta-kills, so you can't trade anymore, whereas previously you could potentially trade for a kill. Oh, well.
Nice aerial.
Yeah.
It.
And that's unfortunate, too, because, like, his punish there was actually very clean.
Mhm.
Those are
William
situations
playing around the box. Didn't work out
Nice.
for him.
Yeah, no, the most satisfying sound in the world is hearing that, like, thump like a sack of potatoes after Ayla bash attacks you. After you hit him back.
Mm-hmm.
Well, this game's not gone yet. 6-3.
Yeah, Necrid could
Challenging, but not
still
impossible.
bring it back.
Mm-hmm.
It's just rough. He has to play very well.
Oh, no. As soon as I saw the crouch, I knew.
Yeah, you gotta get out of there.
That's... Will loves that, too.
I
Punish the
think
crouch.
It's just
You
something...
just went to 5-3. Is it 6-2 or 5-3?
It was...
It is
oh,
6-2.
wait. Yeah, it's 6-2. Yeah, thanks. I probably would have caught it on
Crouch.
the next kill when I realized that the points didn't add up, but...
Crouch
But,
to make your opponent crouch and then punish the crouch.
Oh,
Yikes.
getting caught by the last frames of Riposte there. Getting nulled.
You know, I wish I had a bigger indicator that there was something there. I wish I could, like, actually see where her lightsaber was.
Oh, very good kill from Necrid. Now it's 5.
Indeed.
Hey, remember how, like, every time... Oh, that's game.
And that's the game.
Alright. So, we're gonna be calling up Draxus Klungode now.